You see, the banking system in general is falling apart. And it's falling apart predictably so because it's always been a Ponzi scheme.
Hey guys, welcome back to Library of Wealth. Cardano co-founder Charles Hoskinson gives us insight into why we're seeing more and more fear and panic in the market, especially in relation to cryptocurrency and the dollar. In a recent interview, he criticizes the government for blaming cryptocurrencies for economic problems, while ignoring the root causes of financial instability, including money printing, fractional reserve banking, and corruption. Hoskinson says that the traditional banking system is falling apart and is essentially a Ponzi scheme, where banks use other people's money to create money out of thin air and make windfall profits while socializing losses. He warns that the current system is unsustainable and that a banking crisis is looming, pointing out the levels of national debt and the potential for a liquidity crisis with the dollar. Let's get right into the interview, as Hoskinson discusses the potential of cryptocurrencies to revolutionize the financial system and what we can expect in 2023. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content we do here. Let's get right into the video.
You have this business where you take other people's money and then you use that to multiply and create money out of thin air, give it to people all around the world, and then you make windfall profits from it until people get a little shaky, in which case you socialize your losses and give those losses to society. And this is what's happened for years in the banking industry. We've witnessed the US dollar lose more than 95% of its value over the last 100 years. We've witnessed the last 3 years alone, the supply of money in the United States double. We've witnessed so much evil, just reprehensible behavior by the banking industry. When I was still the CEO of Ethereum many years ago, in a past life, I tried to get a Credit Suisse account when we were in Switzerland, because, it's 2014, and the Credit Suisse people said, it's too dangerous with crypto. We couldn't possibly consider it would be so unstable and so terrible, and we have a reputation to protect. We're here for the long term. We've been here for over 150 years, and we couldn't embrace this crypto thing. And lo and behold, who's buying Credit Suisse? UBS, only if the Swiss government bails them out. The escape valve has been cryptocurrencies. It gives us the ability to go into the digital space and take money to the next level, put people back in charge, embrace full reserve, all this type of stuff. And you know what's happened? The governments are coming in saying crypto caused this problem, not the trillions of dollars of money printing, not the fractional reserve banking system, but crypto caused this problem. Not the rampant corruption, not the nepotism, not the US warfare culture that we've had, 9 countries over the last 23 years, $15 trillion in wars. None of that has anything to do with it. Not shutting down the entire world for COVID. No, none of that has anything to do with all of this stuff. No, not at all. It's obviously the market that's less than $1 trillion, crypto. That's what caused all these problems. So go look at Bank of America's unrealized losses. It's $113 billion. Look at JP Morgan Chase. It's around $40 or so billion. Go down the list of your bank. Google your bank unrealized losses. Take a look where that sits. And you realize how quickly a bank run can occur. You realize how quickly things can change just like that. And the powers that be, they try to look for a scapegoat and blame that and say, well, this person's responsible. We're not. We're the solution. We've been cleaning up the mess and trying to get rid of the contagion that is fractional reserve banking. It's just that simple. You cannot base a system on a lie, on a fantasy, and then expect that system to be stable. Every time they fail, you and me and everyone else in the United States and the world has to pay for it. And every time they succeed on our backs, they get the money. And then they use that financial power to buy up media and to buy up politicians to convince you that somehow they're virtuous and moral. They never have been, they never will be, and now is the time for people to really start having that message break through. We're going to live in a world where these banks don't exist in this format anymore, because you know what? The solution to this upcoming banking crisis that's happening is too big to fail plus. The same group of people, ironically the same, Janet Yellen and these others, who told us that 2008 will never happen again, we fixed the problem, are going to lead us to a series of bank bailouts and consolidation and backroom deals that are going to make these too big to fail banks 5 times bigger. We're running out of money to socialize these losses. We don't have it anymore. Just look at the debt. Our national debt, United States, it's over $30 trillion. What happens when that goes to 10%, which it's heading towards? That's more money than we spend on our military times 3. The biggest, most powerful military in the world. Just to service the interest rate on the debt. How can we afford that? We can't. There's a liquidity crisis with the dollar right now. The rest of the world, they're trying to get off of it because they don't want to be on this sinking ship. And what is the politician's solution? To come and say crypto is responsible. So let me get this straight. The people who push for full reserve banking are responsible. The people who push for auditability and transparency and immutability are responsible. The people that push for decentralization, resilience by design, open source, community ownership instead of ownership by the few are responsible. The people who push for you being your own bank and owning your own money and having control over your own assets, not some bureaucrat or banker, are responsible. Not the people that can start unlimited wars, print unlimited money, shut down the government arbitrarily whenever they want to, and then give your money to their friends. I'm sorry, we're too far gone. We know too much. The internet's out now. We can talk to each other. We can communicate with each other. And the reality is that this fractional reserve banking system is on its last leg. It's not going to last. It will not survive another 20, 30, 40 years. It's not stable. We have to take back our money. I tell you what scares the government. Got these T-bills, 3-month expiry. U.S. government's behind it. What happens when we can make those security tokens and businesses can just buy those and use those as their bank accounts? And markets are sufficiently liquid that they can instantly convert and make payments with them. How will the U.S. government argue that that's not safe? That their own debt is not safe? You have full custody and full control over it, and you can settle all your business accounting with it, you do payroll with it. Why would I, as a business, want to put my money in a bank that the FDIC only insures $250,000 and hope to God that I don't lose my deposits, that pays 0% interest or 0.1%, when I can go buy T-bills and treat them like a bank account and be able to pay people in that? And that's what security tokens give you. That's coming.
Hoskinson suggests that the solution to the problem lies in transitioning to a new financial system. He emphasizes the need to take back control of our money by adopting cryptocurrency standards, such as decentralization, resilience, open source community ownership, and transparency. Hoskinson highlights the potential of security tokens, which he believes will soon become popular. He suggests that businesses will use them as bank accounts to settle their accounting and payroll, as they are safer and more secure than banks. Hoskinson criticizes the current monetary policy, which causes people's savings to lose value over time, and argues that politicians' solutions, such as printing more money, taxing the rich, and increasing Social Security, are not effective. He also emphasizes the need for honest money, which he believes can be found in cryptocurrency standards. What do you think about Charles Hoskinson's take on the crypto market? And will we see a massive bailout for banks in the coming months? Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.